State head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Spartans' offense will come out first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Weaver. Rushes on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Oh, look, Mom, one hand.
You see this more and more in practice all the time. Everyone practicing one-handed catches ad nauseum, just going up, trying to snag it. Practice paid off for sure.
The run inside. It's Bates. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Riley. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Weaver. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the freshman quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. He threw for 5 touchdowns in a victory last time out. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his man. It's McLean. Puts him in the spin cycle. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Bates. Got enough for the first. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the 2nd drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Makes the grab. It's Riley. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Looking to throw. It's Weaver. Bringing the heat. Pucks it out of the air. Made a defender miss. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, San Jose State. Getting set for the point after.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
San Jose State 10, Fresno State 0.
And he's going to bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Get it out on the screen. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Fresno State right back to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Holds and fires complete to the right. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Bulldogs! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Carrillo. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Here comes the option. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Looking to throw, it's Weaver. Blasted as he lets it go. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He might want another play. They'll send the back in motion. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Here's a little room there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Fresno State lines up with a first and goal. Finds his man. Touchdown, Fresno State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the passing game paying dividends. right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation, so let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage, found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bates. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's McClure. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Third and 8. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Weaver. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Oh, he's got some space. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Throws to the wideout. And he will take it in. Touchdown, San Jose State.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. These 2 offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. A quick pass to the left. At the 35, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. San Jose State's offense takes over and heads onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Nice move to keep running. And he runs through one tackle and picks
hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. The run inside. It's Bates. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dropping back, it's Weaver. He's got him. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Takes the handoff. It's Bates. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Got a man. It's Ivy. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Here's the pressure. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Believe it or not, because of that check-down throw, I think the play caller is going to be more aggressive as the game goes on because he knows his guy is going to make the right decisions when shot plays that are called aren't open deep down the field. It wasn't that last time. He did the right thing. Expect them to take more shots, knowing this quarterback right now is really making good reads.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Sends it back in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes the easy one to the back. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Fresno State right back to the line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's McClain. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to power their way ahead. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. All they needed were a couple of inches, and they were able to convert on 4th down.
Man, I like the play call. You don't have to be perfect when you just need a couple of inches. I mean, you got a back that you trust that can lower his pads, fall forward, go get it. Love the call.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Takes the easy completion. Makes the grab in their space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll set up to throw. Looking to get it in. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. And now what will they come up with on this second down play?
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They're trying to slam it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's his 3rd touchdown in the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. The sack. This defense all over it. On that play action fake, the action was the quarterback got clobbered after he faked the handoff.
Yeah, it definitely didn't work. The fake is supposed to be the most important part of that, to try to get the guys to suck up just for a second, but you could tell the offensive line, they weren't able to hold their blocks. Defense got to them and got the sack.
The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to pass, it's Weaver. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. My goodness, he unloads on that one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Motion from the back. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Breaks into the open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Fresno State right back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield very late in the half. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Dumps it off in the flats. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. To the air on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it! And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's lead things off with Houston, taking on the number 9 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's Houston coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the SEC. Over to your game in Fresno. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Ollie, what's the story as we start this second half?
The Bulldogs head coach told me at the half, Coach pointed out in the locker room that with these big rivalry games, momentum can shift. Even though they've gotten off to a great start here, even though they did win this same game last year, this is a new moment, a new focus, and a new intensity coming out of the locker room. I'll keep you posted on how things feel down here on the field in this big rivalry matchup. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
From the gun, the ground game. Oh, what a move. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line. Off play action on first down. Pulls it in. It's McClain. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got him in the flat. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The snap sets up to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Weaver. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Spartans will punt this one away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Let it go!
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Might be changing the route.
Booster.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down.
At the 22.
Well, they weren't throwing to this.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. They'll send the back in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab and room to run. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to go right back downfield. Fires to the big fella. Tripped up for the tackle. Fresno State right back to the line.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th down.
There he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Catch in the middle. It's McClure. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to throw, it's Weaver. Here's a heat. He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. They get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Second down now after the sack. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. Still running at the 40. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. He goes right back to the air. Under fire. Off the bench, arm loose, but the first one is incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play.
Maybe a crease. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. There's 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter. They become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, the head coach is looking real smart after gambling for it there on fourth and short in field goal range, but he trusts his quarterback to go to the right place with the football. Huge play now setting up first and goal.
Complete. Good, solid tackle.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Gets it out quickly. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Sends it back in motion. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Oh, he got loose. The spin, still on his feet. Oh, he's still got more. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Keeps it on first down. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Swings it out to his running back. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Flips it out to the back. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. Motion from the back. From the gun, looking for a man. Got his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
It's a big-time moment for the defense. They're creating a negative play, getting a sack with the opponent right down on the goal line. Now that they've backed him up a little bit, a touchdown doesn't seem like it's just a gimme anymore.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Floats it out in space. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. You've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the backboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail.
He unleashes a long one. Leaping grab for a big gain. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Throws to the tight end. That pass is incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course, he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up for the completion.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much.